Music. Where's my music?
It's coming. It's coming. It's happening. Give it a second.
Live from America's most American car built by European billionaires. It's another Damian Rollis free business pants, joined, as always, by Emma Proxy Lurking. I'm Matt Vote Muscardi. And Damian is alive in spirit only. In today's shareholder agnostic bag of biz nuggets called April 19th, 2022, I'm going to channel the ghost of Damian's proxy analysis.
Okay, sweet. Can you do that? Do you know how to do that?
I'm hoping it's equally as boring. And Emma is going to give us quick hits, Emma style.
Yeah.
It's like Emma Tapas.
Oh, sweet.
Emma News Tapas.
I like that, actually. I'll be news tapas, happily.
You're news tapas. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Here's your headline coming out this week. Really matters in France, less so everywhere else. But Stellantis CEO upbeat on U.S. as shareholders vote against pay package. That's right. France has shareholders too. Did you know that? Did you know France buys stock?
I didn't even know what France was. What's France?
I thought it was just like undercooked beef and wine. I thought that was it. Maybe some cheese.
I forgot about steak tartare. I understand.
Who forgets about that? All right. In fact, France actually is its own shareholder of a car company called Stellantis that investors are very unhappy about. So today, we are going to play Who Would You Fire?
Whoa, yes. Okay.
It's a variation of Who Would You Do with much less sex appeal. 52% of shareholders voted against pan-Euro carmaker Stellantis' CEO pay package.
Yeah.
They said it was aggressive and really abhorrent. For U.S. listeners, you don't know Stellantis, but Bruce Springsteen actually does. His Super Bowl commercial for Jeep 2 years ago that heralded America, land of the free, home of the gas inefficient, or whatever. So actually, that car he was driving, that Jeep, is a European car. It's owned by a European car company, Stellantis. Stellantis is now the central focus or part of a focus of the French election, since the French government owns a stake in the company, and Macron is kissing progressive asses by proposing a cap on CEO pay, and the terrifying Le Pen is kissing conservative asses by proposing a cap on CEO pay. All over the incredibly cute sum of 32 million euros, which is 1/9 of a Tim Cook. I just want to point out, you Europeans have a long way to go before you catch up with sucky CEO pay. So good for you. But since everyone currently hates them, we're going to spin the wheel and play Who Would You Fire? Here are the nominees from Stellantis' Remuneration Committee. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
No one is. Here's Remuneration Committee. I'm going to say committee because remuneration is hard for me to say.
Yeah,
here's committee member number 1, Andrea Agnelli. Andrea Agnelli, he's the chair of Exor. This is family's company. It's nice to have a family with a company that owns 14% of the voting rights of Stellantis. Also happens to own Juventus, my grandfather's favorite soccer team. And Juventus, Agnelli was actually banned from the league for using the mafia to scalp tickets to Juventus games. Good for him.
Oh, cool.
Also on the UEFA Executive Committee, which is part of FIFA, which has no corruption problems. So Agnelli, totally in the clear. Next up, Robert Peugeot. That's right.
Oh,
his name
I know that name.
is literally in the car, one of the cars that Stellantis sells.
Oh, so he is a Peugeot. He is the Peugeot. Okay, cool.
It's super cool when your grandfather built the car that made your family a billionaire, and you get to sit on the board of the company in perpetuity because of your last name. That's super cool. So that's really all there is to know about him. He also happens to be a Knight of the French Legion of Honor. I didn't know France had that.
Me either. I didn't know that the monarchy was still a thing, really.
Didn't know.
I thought the French Revolution kind of nixed that.
I thought it was over. I thought that was it. I guess not. Next up, Henri de Castries.
Oh, that's a great name. Amazing.
Yeah, say that 5 times fast. He is a rep from the French government who owns a lot of Stellantis, which would be cool, except this dude is also on the board of Nestle. You know,
Oh,
that
okay.
other company that has the ambition. I'm saying ambition. I'm not saying did. I'm saying ambition.
Okay.
Ambition to eliminate child labor from its
Oh.
chocolate supply chain. It said it will take many years to get there. This guy is gonna help him, I guess. That's what happens when you aim big. You have an ambition
You
to
have an
someday not abuse children.
Cool. Nice.
And then we have Fiona Claire Ciccone,
These people have great names. I have to say, they're well-named people.
hands
They're-
down. She is currently the Google head of people.
Oh.
She's basically the head of human resources. It's so quaint that the highest possible achievement for most women is head of people. So congrats to her for getting that. And then finally, I left the best for last, the chair of the committee, the one person of color on the 11-person board, which has 8 white dudes on it and 10 other white people.
Sweet.
Wan Ling Martello
Okay.
is her name. Okay? So,
Oh, no.
who do you fire? Do you fire the family company that owns part of you and is corrupt? Do you fire the guy who owns the last name of a car you produce? Do you fire a French government rep who also sits on other boards? Do you fire a Googler, or do you fire the one person of color for approving the remuneration committee? Which of these people gets the joy of being fired first? Emma, you're the only one playing. Who wins?
Well, it can't be Mr. My dad or my great grandfather built like a car that I now make billions off of.
Probably
It
not.
can't be Mr. Family Company owns a soccer team. Once you're owning sports teams, you can't be
No.
fired. That's not a
No.
thing. And then then there's a guy from the government, so he's basically a government appointee, so he can't go.
Can't fire that guy. Yep.
And then we have someone connected to Google. You don't want to sever any Google ties. She has to stay.
Gotta stay,
So, unfortunately, I do believe that we are left with poor Wan Ling Martello. I'm so sorry.
Yay! Ding, 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 ding! Hooray! Obviously, the only person of color who chairs the remuneration committee is decidedly not a billionaire or a white man, is the one you fire!
Yeah.
By the way, Wan Ling Martello, you are highly accomplished, but nice trying to change your last name to something Italian sounding for this board. But white male billionaires, they actually, once you cross the threshold into white male billionaire, you get this heightened sense for both poorness and colorness. So they are fully aware that you are neither a white male billionaire. You're not white or a male billionaire. They know. They know, they can feel it. It's like pheromones that get given
Maybe-
off. But I do hear that Twitter will be in the market for a whole new board. So we'll check in next year. Maybe you'll be there.
You know what I heard? I heard that white male billionaires, instead of having a sense of smell, they just have a sense of the poorness and the culture of the richness of culture of those around them, which is why they don't season their food properly. They have no sense of smell. How would they know? They can only
Really?
smell. Yeah, the
Is that empirical? I'm interested in this. Let's follow
yeah,
up
no,
with
I can
some
get
studies.
you the study.
Let's
No
get
problem.
some studies about billionaire sense of smell. Emma,
All
let's
right.
get some Emma tapas. I'm hungry.
Here's some Emma tapas for you. I got 5 headlines and a little bit of info, and Matt might have some commentary. I don't know. We'll see about that. I
As
might
always.
shut that down depending on how much I like it, which is probably going to be very little. All right, headline number 1. Amazon is ridiculed for trying to motivate Easter Sunday workers with a raffle to win water and a bag of chips.
Yeah.
So, picture this. You are an Amazon warehouse worker coming into work on Easter Sunday, and you are greeted with the most pathetic holiday incentive, which is workers who picked products above a certain speed would be entered into a raffle. So you don't even, you're entered into a raffle. You don't even have a chance of winning anything at that point
Sure,
yet.
yeah,
You're entered into a raffle, and the winner of said raffle, the grand prize, can win their choice of either a water or a soda and either a candy bar or a bag of chips.
2 things.
If I were that worker, I would not really feel incentivized to work harder or more or on holidays in the future. And the following tweet from Brian Merchant really sums up my feelings better than I ever could. He said, Amazon is really stepping up their union busting game here. What worker would want to bother organizing if they're already getting, checks notes, a chance to win a $2 snack pack if they do uninterrupted backbreaking labor for 10 to 12 straight hours while working on Easter Sunday? Yeah, Brian,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
All right.
Yeah,
To be
okay.
fair, though,
Oh, to be fair.
one of the options was a bag of St. Eric's chips. Now, do you know what St. Eric's chips are?
Oh, are those like bougie hipster chips?
There is a place in Sweden where they sell a box of 5 potato chips for $56. And the
56?
Yep, I'm not joking. This is a real thing. Look this up, people. 5 potato chips. The chips are flavored with matsutake mushrooms, truffled seaweed, India pale ale wort, crown dill, Lexand onion, and almond potatoes from the Amarnas region.
Wait, are all of those things on one chip?
No,
That's in
one
one
on
bag of
each. It's a tasting. It's a taster. It's a chip taster that you have with your beer. So this is like incentive. That's all I'm saying. You got to be fair to Amazon. That was one of the options.
Oh, yeah, because no one's ever
5
fair
potato
to
chips,
Amazon. You're right.
$56 worth.
All right, headline number 2. Judge declares federal public transportation mask mandate unlawful. Can we guess where this judge was from?
Oh, this is my favorite game. Maine.
No. Think same coast, way further south.
It can be only one state. It's only ever one state.
Yeah.
It is
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah, she's from Florida. And guess who appointed this judge? Come on.
Ted Cruz.
So close. Our president, Ted Cruz. Nope, it was our former president, Trump. And guess which transportation companies have already revoked their mask mandate? So this happened on Monday, this announcement, and it is currently Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. And here are all the companies that have already revoked their mask mandate. United, Delta, Southwest, Alaska Air, American, JetBlue, Spirit, Uber, Lyft, the DC Metro, and Amtrak.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, Judge Ketanji Brown spent a week being told she was a moron and anti-white, despite being one of the most qualified people ever for the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, this judge, who's a white female appointed by Trump for life, it's a lifetime position,
Ugh.
at age 33, was rated not qualified by the American Bar Association, and prior to getting the job as a federal judge had only taken part in 2 trials in her entire life, both of which were one-day trials while she was still in law school.
I didn't know it was so easy to become a judge. I'm considering...
Speaking of, elsewhere, there aren't enough qualified black people to be executives or be on a board of directors. So, just so you know.
Yeah, no, I'm considering a career switch. I had no idea
You're
that
only
you could
a few
be
years away from qualifying.
I know. I was about to say, give me like 9 years, and it sounds like I'm ready to be a judge, and I don't even have to go to trials or pass the bar.
No,
Also, I didn't know
overrated.
that you could be rated as unqualified by the American Bar Association. That's
Sure
hilarious.
Sure
I want a
can.
list of all the people who are rated as unqualified. That would be great. All right. Next up, we have Elizabeth Warren says it's obvious why lawmakers shouldn't trade stocks, whether you're a Republican senator or a Democratic Speaker of the House. So, yeah, I'm hearing a little bit of call-out action there. There's basically only one thing that I want to point out about this headline, other than the obvious, which is that she specifically says that lawmakers should not be able to trade individual stocks. She doesn't want to take away legislators like 401ks or their index funds. Like, she doesn't care about that. And I feel like that's what people often miss about her whole rhetoric. It's like, no, we just want to stop corporate interests from coming in to legislating. That's it. We don't care. We want you to have a retirement. No one's interested in taking away your retirement. So we're looking at you, Nancy Pelosi, Queen of Stonks. Let's see how this goes.
I think that all lawmakers should actually be forced to hold their assets in like a weird cryptocurrency. Like I found this one.
Oh,
it's
perfect.
a Japanese crypto called Monacoin, and it's dedicated to people who love cats. And that's a real thing. I think that is the only thing they should be allowed to trade, actually.
Should I like cats. Should I make Otis coins? Otis is my
Yes.
cat.
Yes, you should.
All right, it's on my to-do list. It'll get checked off soon. All right, number 4. Wingstop. Haven't heard about Wingstop in a second, have you? Wingstop is selling chicken wings that it says taste like 420. They are selling, this is the name of it, they're selling blazed and glazed chicken wings whose flavor is supposed to mimic that of weed with hemp seeds, terpenes, strawberry, and cayenne pepper, though it is only a 2 on their hotness scale, so it's not very hot if you're into spicy wings. They were careful to say that the wings won't actually get you high, which is pretty disappointing, but I appreciate the effort anyway and felt the need to report.
Did they say that this is only sold in the metaverse? And in the metaverse, all chicken already tastes like weed. Because if you're in the metaverse, it's like a prerequisite.
I think everything tastes like weed when you're in the metaverse, because when you're in the metaverse, that's when you're high.
That's what it is.
And that's what it is. I do feel the need to correct that if you are interested in the blazed and glazed chicken wings, Matt is lying to you. They are 100% available in person. Moving on.
Boo!
Number 5, Tesla, like Apple, will now make you buy a charger for your car separately. I included this basically just to bring any Elon lovers or Apple addicts down to earth, because I feel like those people are really trying to push for how good those companies are for humanity. Apple's the adult in the room. Elon's saving the earth with his electric cars, blah, blah, blah. But I counter with this. Who sells something that won't function without another crucial element that you have to purchase separately? It makes no sense, and it's rude. If this isn't an obvious money grab, I don't know what is.
Look,
that's all.
How is he going to fund his Twitter purchase without upcharging to charge his cars?
Oh, no,
Just
I know how he's going
to. Get over yourself. You love Apple, and you love Teslas, and all you want is this, so that Elon can go purchase Twitter and waste our time. That's what you want.
No, I want him to keep lying on Twitter about having secured the funding and having judges call him out for it. That's what I want.
Those were some delicious Emma tapas. That is our show for today. We are Free Float Media's Business Pants. That's Emma lurking right there. And I am Matt Muscardi. Damian Rollis is actually, I think, in the metaverse eating wings. So we'll have him check back soon and tell us how much weed was in the wings he ate.
Totally.
We'll be back tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be here. I may have tech problems because they're doing construction in my room, but someone will be back tomorrow with more